Welcome back to the SSC Digital Network. Josh Leatherman on the call once again as the NSU Sharks will be playing host to the number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans, making the trip down to South Florida. The Sharks coming off an impressive win against Eckerd College just a night ago. Sharks winning in 3 sets, dominated the Tritons in all 3, led by Elizabeth Price, and her 13-kill performance was the top player on the match. So threw in 10 digs and was involved in 3 blocks. Kate Mihasevic as well, her 3rd consecutive match with double-digit kills. She had 11, hit 296 when the team secure their 2nd consecutive win, trying to make it a streak. But it is a tall task taking on the Spartans. They're undefeated, number 1 rank in the country, but interesting factor for the Spartans, an incredibly young team, only 2 upperclassmen, Claudia Rivera and Brianna Benito, the only 2 seniors on the roster. We get started, and Mihasevic sends one to the Spartan bench. First point for Tampa. The Sharks 8-2, over 500 in conference play now. Wins against Lynn and Eckerd. Picking up steam, trying to get a national recognition back in the building. Mihasevic, a lob over. This has been a very impressive season for Tampa. Their starters, Emily No, Tess Schrenger, Haley Dillon, Kaylee Kors, Mackenzie Dufresne, and Tatiana Lyons. Their libero is Claudia Rivera. For the Sharks, you tuned in last night, is the same starting group, but it is Jordan Chesser, Kate Mihasevic, and Elizabeth Price. The setter, Madison Cook. The freshman, Taylor Stockman, and the libero is Presley Brooksbank. Night ago was a very short rotation for Coach Anger in her first year. Only used 2 non-starters. One of the 2 that played last night, Avery Pyatt, has just checked in for NSU. It's 3-1 Spartans. Chesser goes right over the top now from the middle. Tess Schrenger. Schrenger with her first kill. First Spartan to record a kill besides Mackenzie Dufresne. Dufresne, not the top attacker for this Spartan team. Is 2nd in total kills this year with 73 coming into play. However, she is the most efficient hitter in the SSC, hitting .521 this season. A 6-foot sophomore middle blocker from Tarpon Springs. And one heck of a start. Cook goes behind the back to Stockman. Now Price gets a shot, and it's a lot of free space. Back right corner, and Elizabeth Price has been more and more meticulous with the angles she hits from. Finding a lot of success this season. She's top 5 in the SSC in total kills and kills per set. That one sent over the back line. The attacking error, first of this set for the Spartans. Sharks with 2 consecutive points. Price with 131 kills coming into play this early evening, averaging over 3.5 per set. Behind the back, Chesser with the dig. Now Pyatt sets Price, and she is blocked. There's Haley Dillon and Mackenzie Dufresne on the denial. Stockman again able to find some space, and the freshman very impressive this year. Stockman coming from Overland Park, Kansas. Highly touted new recruit. It's been exceptional. She is also, just like Price, top 10 in kills in the conference. She's 108. 8 kills last night. Also 12th in hitting percentage in the conference. Hitting over 300 this year. It's been a very well-balanced Shark attack this year. You've had great contributions from Elizabeth Price, Kate Mihasevic, Taylor Stockman, Jordan Chesser having a breakout start to this season, and Brittany Landrum getting more and more involved. A lot of options for a great setter the Sharks have in Madison Cook. Spartan lead back to 3. We sit 8-5 here in the Shark Tank, just getting started. Cook to Landrum. Herself hitting to the middle of the floor. Natalie Perez sliding over. Now it's deflected and dropping just behind Tatiana Lyons for a Shark point. Kate Mihasevic with exceptional power. 5'11", playing on the outside. Much larger role this time around. Third on the team. 90 kills coming into play. Last season, across 9 matches, Mihasevic totaled 14 kills. She has made a big-time commitment in the offseason, paying off. Emily No in service. Spartans 10, Sharks 7. Quick strike for Tampa. Done drop, and then Mihasevic from the left side of the floor. Sharks trying to cut this lead down from 3. Tampa's been pretty comfortable for the most part. Price leaning back. Every once in a while, Price is not getting the best sets. They'll lean back a long way. It gives her a nice angle. A little bit more sinking line drive. Love a chance for a superb athlete to get more vertical. A great leaping ability. Landrum, it's off her. A point for Tampa. There's a better chance for Elizabeth Price, and she makes it count. Second kill for Elizabeth Price. Two teams very even on the attack so far. 3 total attacking errors between the two squads. Price. It's easy for number 11 when she can just take off. Sharks back within 1. Blocked by Landrum. And all evened up at 12. The Sharks are rallying here. Nina Kennel, newly entered on the floor, and back-to-back blocks here. This time, Landrum got some help by Madison Cook. Double denial. The Sharks are out in front. Kaylee Kors, the top hitter for Tampa. Only player with triple digits in kills. 12th most in the conference. 7th best per set number. Lobbing serve. Price hits it off the top of the net. Double hit called on the Spartans. Let's keep that slim lead. Kaylee Kors, the freshman from St. Petersburg. Really taken off this year. She's had 10 or more kills in 5 consecutive matches. A career high against number 24 ranked Colorado Mesa in 5 sets. 17 kills. And 13 kills against Wheeling, 10 against Florida Southern and Eckerd, and then 16 against Lynn. That was last night. Expected things to be really tight all throughout in this one. Last season, Sharks and Spartans split the regular season meetings. Each home team dropping the matchup. Sharks won in 4 sets at Tampa back on October 8th. Spartans won here in the Shark Tank on November 13th. That was in 5 sets, and then they met in the South Region Tournament in early December, and the Spartans were victorious, securing bragging rights, at least for the last couple of months. Brooksbank setting Stockman. It cleared all the way back across. J.J. Ramirez Allows her defense a chance to reset. Nice job by Stockman on the rebound there. And the Sharks have done such a great job this year of rewarding a great effort play. Well, extra motivation to keep things flowing, and the first timeout is called by the Spartans. We step away with a word from our sponsor, Dell. Attention NSU family and friends. Sharks Athletics premier partner Dell Technologies is now offering NSU friends and family a great price point and warranty package on Dell laptops, monitors, and other products. Please visit Dell.com/NSU Sharks for more information. The Sharks ahead by 3, 18-15. As Coach Kadanek calls his first timeout. Mihaicevic will hit. Sliding over the dig by Claudia Rivera. And a block by Jordan Chesser and Kate Mihaicevic. Shark lead has grown to 4. And then a service ace by Madison Cook. Sharks not backing down. Continuing to build this lead. It's a 5-0 run for NSU. Kate Mihaicevic adds on just a little bit more. Spartans with their second timeout. Sharks Athletics is proud to announce its annual Homecoming and Alumni Weekend celebration will be taking place November 11th through the 12th. The festivities will include a homecoming tailgate, men's basketball game, and an NSU Athletics alumni brunch, celebrating 40 years of excellence. The weekend will be closed out by the 13th annual NSU Athletics Hall of Fame induction ceremony on Saturday, November 12th, here in the Rick Case Arena. Madison Cook back in service after the timeout. Getting the ace. Chesser keeps it alive. Stockman will hit. Last touched by Mackenzie Dufresne on the block attempt. Another kill by Kate Mihaicevic. Got 5. Stockman adding in as well. She's got 3 kills, no errors yet. Sharks have only committed 2 attacking errors. Impressive dig by Claudia Rivera. Cook takes this one herself. Rivera again on the move. Top name in the conference, sporting the libero jersey. Big time point here for either side. Spartans trying to shut down this Sharks run. It's a 6-1 NSU scoring run. Stopped for a moment on the kill by Mackenzie Dufresne. It's her fourth. Again, highly efficient. 4 kills, no errors. Practically even across the stat sheet. Sharks just able to get a little bit more out of their attacks. To service ace for Emily No. Price just a little bit late getting to it. Chesser on the run. One play for Jordan Chesser that has been really fun to watch from our table over here has been her swinging to her right. Opens up a lot of room across the floor. She has capitalized about 3-4 times per match. Her number gets called and she converts. Another player who's had a new role. The new head coach taking over the helm. It is set point for the Sharks. Gets sent over the back line. It's 24-19. Avery Pyatt back out on the floor. Mihasevic to the bench. The 2 hitters for the Sharks at the moment, Price and Stockman. Chesser handles the duties in the middle. Cook, Pyatt, and Brooksbank trying to close things out. Starters for the Spartans. Chesser shoving one along. Pyatt tumbling to the floor with the dig. Spartans locking things in once again. Here's Price. Stopped up. Hung in the air long enough for a teammate to come underneath it. And the attacking error will finish off the first set. The Sharks take it by 5. 25-20 is the final score. Sharks in the advantage over the number 1 team in the nation.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated has always been our guiding principle.
The Courtyard Marriott in Plantation is the preferred hotel of NSU Athletics and is located just 3 miles from campus. You can visit plantationcourtyard.com and enter promo code NVU for a special athletics department rate. Make sure to tell them that you're a Shark fan to receive Shark discounts and a free shuttle service to NSU. Attention NSU volleyball alumni, and see what's new with each of you. The current program would like to invite all former NSU volleyball players to support the team on Saturday, October 1st at 4 p.m. A pregame social will be hosted at the flight deck at 2:30, and alumni are invited to bring up to 3 guests. Alumni can RSVP by clicking the link in the NSU volleyball account bio. We're about to pick up the action here in the Shark Tank. Nova Southeastern University in the advantage after taking the opening set against the Spartans, 25-20. Shark fans, if you are interested, we also have men's soccer in action tonight at 7 p.m. over at the NSU Soccer Complex. You can catch that right here on the SSC Digital Network. Taking on Florida Tech. Take a look at the box score. Kate Nahasevic and Elizabeth Price both tied 5 kills each, 1 error on 9 attacks, each hitting .444. 7 digs for Price. Jordan Chesser and Taylor Stockman each with 3 kills. And Madison Cook, 1 kill on 2 attacks, 15 assists for the Sharks. Setter. Service error, first point for NSU here in the second set. For Tampa, Mackenzie Dufresne leading the way with her 4 kills. She's not committed an error. And Callie Kors, second on the team with 3 kills. 11 attacks, but 2 errors for Kors. 2-1 Spartans. A lob serve coming from Claudia Rivera. Yours truly 2 for 2 on balls deflected to the table. If you're keeping score, start keeping track of stats for the scorers table and the broadcasters. Mackenzie Dufresne, unstoppable from that spot. Her 5th kill. Absolutely no one shocked by the result of that play. Brittany Landrum with her 1st kill. She is the 6th Shark to record a kill in this one. It is a service ace for Alina Kennel. Been the same game plan for the Sharks we saw last night. Short rotation. The top line out there. And keeping things consistent. The Sharks are playing very, very well. A whole lot of defense for NSU and letting the hitters set well by Cook. So, really early in the season. This mainly due to the major of choice for Madison Cook. Bruna Avila was a really solid option for NSU as a setter. This attack very, very strong when Madison Cook is setting things up. Goes to Price, the far side of the floor. Hey, Elizabeth Price hits. There's so much speed. Hardest hitter on the team without question. Be hard to argue that, maybe the entire conference level, but to be quite frank, Taylor Stockman's right there with her. Now the Spartans go on the attack. As Kaylee Kors, that last hit. A net violation, and the Sharks pull even once again. All knotted up at 6. Got across, nice job by Emily No. Getting low and keeping it up off the net. Price in service again. Going at Claudia Rivera. And attacking our Sharks with back-to-back points. That 3 in a row. We're going to have a substitution for the Spartans. As Chelsea Simmons, the 5'11" sophomore from Newton, Massachusetts, will come in. Change up the setter position. Coach Kadanak. 9-7 Sharks, kept alive by Dufresne. Dufresne, all out sprawl. Six feet tall and dropping to the deck. Keeping the point alive. Ends up as a kill for Callie Kors. Tampa pulls back within 1, 9-8. Nice crowd showing out here in the Shark Tank for this highly anticipated matchup. As Elizabeth Price tends to the playing surface. We are ready to resume the action. So Haley Dillon back on the floor. Joining her is Tatiana Lyons. Brittany Landrum getting very active here in the second set. 3 kills now. Callie Kors once again. Quite the impressive recruiting class for Coach Kadanak. A lot of freshmen and sophomore players on this roster. A national champion group. We don't usually see teams like that rebuilding. It's the term reloading. There's substitution for the Spartans as Natalie Perez, another freshman, an international player, however, from Honduras. And it is a service ace for Kors. Just the second ace for Tampa, but it pulls things back to even at 11. Way up there. Reception then. Not a block. Hasevic sent it into the bottom portion of the net. Attacking error. Just the second. The Sharks number 5. Very efficient NSU. Just their 6th overall error. 3rd of the set, though. You know, a lot of time to go. That will stop a 3-0 run. Tampa getting its bearings here in the second set. Kept alive by Brooksbank. Two-handed save off the hardwood, and then the block by Jordan Chesser. Sharks back out in front. Elizabeth Price assisting on that block as well. Rivera in service, goes to Brooksbank. Now Cook to Stockman. Stockman. Her second error. Spartan bench getting more and more energetic by the moment. That's another block. Natalie Perez and Mackenzie Dufresne deny Elizabeth Price. Right back to Jordan Chesser. Sharks with the point for Chesser. That is her 5th kill on 11 attacks. Actually been the 2nd most efficient hitter, just behind Dufresne. Chesser having a very underrated season. You're not constantly watching the Sharks you may not know about Jordan Chesser this year. But when you look at the overall numbers, hitting percentage, and kills and such, you might be shocked to hear Jordan Chesser's name, but she's 11th in the conference in hitting percentage. She's maybe a tad bit overshadowed by Elizabeth Price and Taylor Stockman, but great efficiency, always active on both sides. And consistent as can be. Spartans up by 1. Better chance for Megan Schreck. Air back to even. Claudia Rivera. Some great communication coming in. Doesn't seem like it would be very important, but telling her teammates 0-0. Shorten the set. Shorten what you need. Spartans really have been in control for the majority of this second set. Been in the lead for the bulk of set number 2. Well, there's been a lot of lead changes. Landrum will go. Dual effort by Rivera and Schrenger just to keep that alive. Point still goes for NSU, though, but another great defensive showing. Dufresne in service now. Hasevic goes right at her. Price with the dig. Hasevic gets another chance. Double hit on Price. And a timeout called by Coach Anger. As the lead for the Spartans has grown to 3. It's 20-17. We step away with a commercial break.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Dufresne in service goes to Price. Cook to Mihasevic once again. It's stopped at the net. Sharks resetting things, and now Tampa will get their first chance to go on the attack. Price just a little bit late there. Great season that Elizabeth Price has had on the defensive end. talked about it a lot, but if you're familiar with the name, maybe more focused on her attacking ability. She has made great strides defensively. A double hit. Time by Brittany Landrum, and we'll have another timeout called by the Shark bench. That's their second, and we'll take a break.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
So NSU down by 5, calling their second timeout. 4 consecutive points have gone for the Spartans. Really help them swell this lead. Cook sets Landrum. Quick strike for the Sharks right out of the break. Presley Brooksbank in service. And Chelsea Simmons again setting up this offense. And dual substitution. Natalie Perez and Zoe Seppet. Seppet in service to Price, and a denial on the right side. Tatiana Lyons and Natalie Perez with the block. That pulls the Spartans to set point here in the second. And it will be a service ace to close things out. The Spartans bounce back with the win, 25-18 the final score. And we'll head to the pivotal third when we come back.
There are those that live up to the standard. And there are those that create it. Some have an idea. And there are those with a vision. Where there are many that dream, only few dare. Today calls for you to think about tomorrow. Tomorrow calls for you to discover. NSU College of Pharmacy. Dream, dare, discover.
Kovac Automotive is a family-owned and operated business taking care of Davie and Cooper City's automotive needs for 46 years. Special discounts are available for NSU faculty, staff, students, and alumni. You can visit them close to campus at 2770 Davie Road, just north of Nova Drive on the right-hand side. And be sure to visit KovacAuto.com. About a minute away from picking up the action here as we are about to head to the third set. The Sharks took the first, the number 1 ranked Spartans with the second. We dive into the stat sheet. Callie Kors leading the way for the match with her 8 kills, done on 20 attacks with 3 errors. Second for the Spartans would be Mackenzie Dufresne, 6 kills, no errors on 15 attacks. For the Sharks, Kate Mihasevic and Elizabeth Price, each with 6 kills, although a down performance in terms of the efficiency for the 2 stars of the year. Mihasevic with 3 errors, Price with 5. And Jordan Chesser and Brittany Landrum, the duo that plays in the middle. 10 total kills, just 1 error, the 22 attacks. Overall, the Sharks hitting .229, the Spartans .221. Even in just about every category through 2 sets. See how the adjustment period went over for both of these sides. The Sharks get things started here. Mihasevic with the first point for NSU. Mihasevic with her 7th kill. That will slip right between the arms of Elizabeth Price on the block attempt. It's Callie Kors, the first point for Tampa. Avery Pyatt checks in. The service error for Kors, just the 2nd error in service for UT. And then an ace for the Sharks. Their 3rd ace. 2 teams draw even in that category. Quick set right to Tess Schrenger. Schrenger had a quiet day. It's her 4th kill. First of the new set. It's not committed an error yet. So she has had 12 total attacks and timing a little bit off between Cook and Landrum. Stockman went right on through. Alina Kennel out on the floor as well. Stockman to the bench. That goes over the head of Avery Pyatt. An attacking error. Had to hold the arms down. Chelsea Simmons. Megan Schreck back on the floor. Nathalie Perez to the bench. Brittany Landrum took off early in that second set, had 4 kills in the second. She's up to 6 now for the match. Tied for the second most for the Sharks. Also 2 blocks. NSU on a run here. To build this lead up. Get comfortable. The service error for Elizabeth Price. A lot of time to build this one back up, but Price, this is what it takes for, one of the best teams in the nation to stay right there with the Sharks. Is top player having a lackluster performance. Price with 6 kills, 8 digs, 2 blocks. Does have 5 errors, though. Cook takes this one herself, sliding to the right. Again, Claudia Rivera, one of the best defenders in the SSC. Excellent pair of liberos. Callie Coors once again. Cook to Mihajlovic. Right at the net. Got the angle she wanted. Leaving the feet. That is right where the Sharks want the offense to come from. Bank with a lobbing serve, and then that goes over the back line. Spartans went right back to Coors. No dice this time, lead back to 2. And Brooksbank, the line drive serve. Schrenger couldn't handle it. It's an ace for NSU. Second ace of the third set. Well, back and forth between the serves for Brooksbank. Hasevic from some distance. Tough to handle, even for Claudia Rivera. So it goes across the court this time around. Stopped up. And Jordan Chesser with the block. Mihajlovic gets credit on the assist there. Emily No back on the floor, placing Chelsea Simmons as the setter. Point to the Spartans. So we're going to get things sorted out. The scorers table. It is 11-8. Kill by Callie Coors. It's her 12th. Hasevic right over the top of the defense. A little change of pace. Hasevic, high velocity hitter. Cook to Chesser. It's a little late getting over, was Coors. In line, but again, it's Jordan Chesser. When she swings to her right, she's great at going across the floor, and that'll be another service ace. Madison Cook gets involved in the act. Sharks with their 5th overall ace. To Hasevic once again. Back to back. Claudia Rivera with the digs. Now Stockman gets a chance. Rivera again. And then Stockman. A second leap by Stockman, staying engaged in the play. And she will be called for a net violation. A point to Tampa. Let's correct that. 13-10. Sharks out in front. Last point for the Spartans. Sent right back down by Coors. Back and forth we go between two of the top teams in the SSC. Double hit. Point to the Sharks. This lead continues to grow. Sharks have been able to thwart the comeback thus far in the third set. Going to keep this advantage. This will leak back over Price. That pass could not be directed to a teammate. Coors couldn't angle it right. Price cleans that up for her 7th kill. Sharks have a 5-point advantage. We step away. Pick up the action here. It's a 3-0 run for NSU. Lead sits at 5. And right back to work. Nathalie Perez. Fourth kill by Perez. Entered in the second set. Freshman from Honduras. Been impactful in limited action. There's Cook across the court to Price. Stopped up, resetting things. The Shark go on the attack again. Stockman with the error. Third error by Stockman. Just the second attacking error for the Sharks in this third set. They've been the aggressors really throughout the match. Sharks with no back down. Perez hits. There's to Stockman. Now Price set by Cook. He launches it right to the Spartan bench. Bring it back out, Mackenzie Dufresne. Spartans try to go on a run of their own. Rivera in service. Cook to Landrum, but she's denied. Big time block in the middle. Mackenzie Dufresne with the solo. High arcing serve from Rivera. Price's hit was deflected. Maybe for the worse if you're on the Spartan side. Took it offline. Sharks with the point. It's 18-16, Sharks out in front. Elizabeth Price thought she was able to keep that last one alive. Tending to the floor. Goes as a kill by Mackenzie Dufresne. Is her 7th. No errors for the sophomore. 17 total attacks. Only Callie Kors with more kills for the Spartans. Nearly double. Is Emily No in service. Goes to Alina Kennel. Not the best idea. It's another dig for Claudia Rivera. Kennel with one of her own. Claudia Rivera up to 15 digs. Landrum to the right side. Dufresne couldn't handle it. Point for NSU. With the last little bit of room, Elizabeth Price has an ace. Sharks piling up the aces here in this third set. Four aces for NSU in set number 3. Claudia Rivera having a conversation with our official here before we resume play. To Price, Cook, to Mihajlovic. A quick strike from the sophomore. Shark lead back to 3. Starting group out for Tampa, except for number 4, Megan Schreck. Nina Kennel on the floor for the Sharks. Kate Mihajlovic once again. That is her 12th kill. By far the leader for NSU. And Taylor Stockman back out on the floor as well. Point to the Sharks and a glare coming from Coach Katanak. Not happy with the officials. Team down 4. Sharks well in the advance. Back to the action here. Sharks need 2. Brooksbank with the dive. Price keeps it alive. And back across, the defense on point for the Sharks. And the block by Taylor Stockman. capping off a great point for NSU, and they pull to set point here in a major spot. Another stop at the net. Jordan Chesser and Kate Mahasevic with the block. And that does it for the third set. The Sharks 2, number 1, Tampa 1.
You can get an MBA, or you can learn to master more than business. You can become a teacher, or an inspiration to future generations. And you can study medicine, or you can prepare to revolutionize it. With programs that offer a fast track to graduation, vast industry and alumni connections, and affordable tuition, NSU Sharks will always have the edge. Nova Southeastern University. Prepare to dominate.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Ready to pick up the action here as we head to set number 4. The Sharks have taken the first and third sets. The final score for that last one, 25-19. NSU with the answer. Can the Spartans come back with an appropriate response, or are we on upset notice here in the Shark Tank? Sharks with the first point of set number 4. A last moment stellar defensive showing for the Sharks to close out the third set. No shockers there. The Shark defense has been impeccable all year long. A point of emphasis for this group. 1-1. Callie Kors in service. This heads back over the net. Now Perez on the attack. That's stopped up. Chesser from the middle. The dig from Zoe Seppet. Natalie Perez with the kill. Kors in service. And an ace. Madison Cook working her way around the floor with the towel now. 3-1 Spartans, the ace. Callie Kors, 3 straight points for the Spartans. Mentioned earlier, if you just cannot get enough of Sharks athletics, no one would blame you. Great athletic programs here at NSU, but there is men's soccer on tap against Florida Tech in about 90 minutes. That one will be kicking off. Four straight for Tampa. Cook behind the back to Mihaisevic. Not much doing for the Sharks there. Chesser meeting at the net with Lyons. And Kate Mihaisevic. Getting set with Schrenger. Zoe Semped setting this offense now. Semped leading the way for Tampa in assists. Got 17. It's been 38 assists for Tampa setters coming from 5 different players, as opposed to the Sharks. Had 38 of their 41 assists from Madison Cook and Jordan Chesser. An all-out defensive effort once again. Took a tumble, went into a full barrel roll. Madison Cook with 38 assists. Presley Brooksbank, the other 3 assists. Mentioned that Brittany Landrum had taken off since set number 2. She now has 8 kills, tied with Elizabeth Price, hitting .375, is the redshirt junior middle blocker. And Elizabeth Price trying to take off here. Price has had double-digit kills and digs, not blocks, digs, in 5 consecutive matches. She is 1 kill away from making it 6 in a row. The best all-around players. And Elizabeth Price with that 10th kill. Pulls the Sharks back within 1. Efficiency really picking up for Price as well. Landrum stopped it up, gave Mihaicevic a chance to run underneath it off the top of the net. Now Kors gets set again. Rachel Gregg, 5'11" freshman middle blocker from Atlanta, Georgia, checks in. Left-handed hit from Jenna Vasky. Freshman from Milford, Michigan. Her first kill, first attack. Coach Kadanak going a little bit deeper into the bench. Chesser back out on the floor for the Sharks. It's 9-7. UT over NSU at the moment. Arcing that right over the top of the net. Mihaicevic will hit from the center of the court. All the way back across and out of play. Mihaicevic with another chance. The error for her is her 6th. Cook to Chesser again. The Chesser swing. Working to great success. Having to adjust mid-flight was Rachel Gregg. Able to secure the point. Off the base of her left hand. Kors in service and sends it to the Shark bench. It's the 3rd service error for Tampa in this match. Sharks have 5. For the most part, serves have been clean for both sides. Tess Schrenger, another kill, is her 7th. A highly efficient performance for the top performers from Tampa. Callie Kors hitting .235, and Kenzie Dufresne hitting .450, and Tess Schrenger hitting .350. .43 kills, 16 errors for the Spartans, 49 kills, 18 errors for the Sharks. It sits 12-11, Tampa. Perez gets stopped at the net. Landrum let things get reset here, and then Taylor Stockman with the kill. Number 8 for the freshman. Sharks pull even at 12. Right back to Schrenger. Emily No in service for Tampa. Goes at Avery Pyatt. Stockman again. Touched by Schrenger. And falling just in front of the scorer's table. A kill for Taylor Stockman. Alina Kennel back in service. Stockman to the bench. Tough serve from Kennel. Point to Tampa. Callie Kors back in. Price hits. Too strong. And Claudia Rivera just a little too late. Price in service. Schrenger tried to pass it along. This will be a tough play for Rivera to make. She makes it look a little bit easier than most. Net violation. A point for the Sharks. Evening things back up, 14 all. Deflected. Price moved it along. Hasevic clearing things. The dig for Brooksbank. It's again a hit by Dufresne. Tampa with the last point. Price hits right at Emily No. Near collision between Price and Kennel. Narrowly avoiding disaster. Timeout called by the Sharks. The Spartans lead this 16-14.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated has always been our guiding principle.
Dufresne in service as we come back after the Shark timeout. Dig for Schrenger. Now, the Spartans go on the attack. Defended by NSU, and Kate Mahasevic gets set for the kill. Hasevic with number 16. Kors gets stopped at the net. Tampa still on the attack. Kennel with the dive. Now once again, Tampa was at Kennel. Bad idea. Been way up to the task. Cook to Mihasevic again. And down for a Shark point. Brooksbank in service. We're all evened up at 16. Kors. That last hit for Tampa. The dig for Elizabeth Price. After Mihasevic with the hit, the point goes to the Sharks. Back in the advantage. Price to Brooksbank. This one's going to have to get sent back over. And Kennel up to the task again. The Shark defense has been swarming. And a timeout called by Tampa. 4 straight points for NSU.
Court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Brooksbank in serves. Goes at Kors. Kill by Kors. Her 15th. Cook to Mihasevic again, but this time denied. Rachel Gregg and Natalie Perez with the block. 18 all. The Spartans try to fight their way back. Kept alive by Zoe Seppet. And more than a few times in this one, regardless of team, that superb defensive effort has been rewarded. Seppet, that last great play. Tampa back out in front. After the timeout for the Spartans. 3 straight points. Seppet in service. The dig by Brooksbank. Now a chance for Mihaicevic. Doing though, now Perez. She hits. Cook meets Kors at the net, and Cook wins. Points to the Sharks. A lot of questioning looks on the Spartan bench right now. A little bit of disbelief setting in. NSU has been right there and ahead for the most part against the number one team in the country. Tampa 20, Nova Southeastern 19. And the service error by Callie Kors will bring in J.J. Ramirez, defensive specialist. $20 set number 4, probably the most back and forth. No surprise, Tampa with their backs against the wall. Seppet. The set for Schrenger. Shark defense rallying again, and Taylor Stockman with that last point. The kill by Stockman. Her 10th. And Tampa calls the timeout.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Kate Mihaicevic in service. 22-20, NSU out in front, 3 straight points. Tipped up by Stockman. Now Cook behind the back, right back to Stockman. Perez goes on the attack. Cook had a long way to go. Stockman had to just sit in the crouch and watch that one fall. Claudia Rivera in service for Tampa. High arcing serve. Stockman with the kill. Sharks looking for 2. Jordan Chesser. The serve went at J.J. Ramirez. Genovaski back on the floor. And an ace for Tampa. All evened up at 23, and the Sharks call timeout. Civic, Elizabeth Price, it's Taylor Stockman also with double-digit kills, and Elizabeth Price with her 13th. The Sharks 24. Kennel in service. Hit from Schrenger. Sharks on the attack. It's Landrum. Brooksbank keeps it alive off the net. Back across. The defense can set things up now. Stopped up by Landrum again. Nice job on the rebound. Goes for the hit. Kept up by Price. Brooksbank with the clear. The defense for both sides unwavering. But it is the offense for the Spartans that takes the point. 24 all. And we'll get even more wild here in the fourth set. Serve goes to Kennel. Price from the far side of the floor. Callie Course puts the Spartans in the advantage for set point. Schrenger in service. Sharks got to rally here. Go back to Price. Can't get it past Rivera. No surprise. She's been remarkable. Now Rivera sets course. He's going to go a long way. The run for Pyatt just too far. The fight from the Spartans, more than enough. And we will go the distance. 26-24, the final in the fourth set. We'll be right back for the fifth. We're far from done here in the Shark Tank. NSU has taken both odd sets. Took the first 25-20, took the third 25-19. Tampa has taken the evens, 25-18, 26-24. Now the Spartans closed out the fourth set on a 3-0 scoring run. And we go the distance here. Sharks trying to close out quite the impressive upset. Spartans trying to remain undefeated in 2022. Different group out to start this fifth set for Tampa. Claudia Rivera in as the libero. The setter is Zoe Sepet. Up front, Natalie Perez, Rachel Gregg, Tess Schrenger, and Callie Kors. For the Sharks is Elizabeth Price, Taylor Stockman, and Jordan Chesser. Madison Cook, the setter. Presley Brooksbank, the libero. And Avery Pyatt starting here in the fifth. The Sharks get that first point thanks to Elizabeth Price. 14th kill by Price. Not handling the serve all that well, and then a block on the far side of the floor by Brittany Landrum and Elizabeth Price. 2-0 Sharks. Chesser in service. And Brittany Landrum locked in right now. Chesser keeps this alive, and then Price rolling down. Far, Kate Mihasevic leads the match in kills with 18. That's 7 errors. 42 attacks, hitting .262. Callie Kors, the next most. She's got 17 kills, 7 errors, hitting .217. Big story has been the two in the middle. Mackenzie Dufresne, 11 kills, no errors on 24 attacks. Jordan Chesser, 8 kills, 1 error on 17 attacks for NSU. Into the net. Off of Claudia Rivera, tried to pass it. And Brittany Landrum with her 10th kill. She is the 4th Shark to reach double digits. Quick strike for Tampa. Tess Schrenger. Service error. NSU back out in front now. Kate Mihasevic back on the floor. too far behind this scorer's table that one goes. Last touch by a Shark. Haley Dillon back on the floor. A service ace for Tampa. That's some sweat on the floor that needs to be tended to. Sharks outperforming Tampa across the stat sheet. Our kills more efficient. Each team even in the service department. 5 errors for each squad, 6 aces for each squad, but the Sharks' defense been a bit better. 68 digs for NSU, 55 for Tampa as that goes out of play. Brooksbank in service. Oh, no. Sets Dillon, and over that back line, the attacking error. Haley Dillon, her 4th error, with just 2 kills. And now the kill by Kate Mihasevic. Sharks up 2. It's Dufresne with the hit, and then on the rebound, Tess Schrenger sends that one right back down. Sharks gotta try to pass those along a little bit cleaner. Every mistake magnified right now. Hasevic with the last hit. No, ready for it. Callie Kors mentioned that Brittany Landrum was locked in here in the 5th set. Kors might be even more prepared. That's her 18th kill. 1 behind Kate Mihasevic for the match lead. And Kate answers right back. Sharks 8, Tampa 7. The Spartans looking for some answers here. Madison Cook in service. Sharks going for it all here. Price, Stockman, Chesser, and Mihasevic all out on the floor. Brooksbank and Cook right back to the starters for Coach Anger. Fast offense. And the kill by Mackenzie Dufresne. Now Chesser to her right again. Jordan Chesser on the swing. That's number 9 for Chesser. Just one error. Brooksbank on the dive. Sharks will opt to just reset things here. Near the table. Dillon under it. The live by an elbow from Stockman. Three-point lead for Nova Southeastern University. And a timeout called by the Spartans. Tampa running out of time. So, once again this year, Kate Mihasevic has reset her career high in kills. She has 20, 45 attacks, 7 errors, hitting .289, go along with 4 digs and 3 blocks. Has led the way for NSU. Long run for Haley Dillon, and somehow the Spartans stay alive here. Cannot emphasize enough how fast and how often those superb defensive efforts have been rewarded. It's the Spartans with the point right out of the timeout. After Haley Dillon ran about 50 feet. Edison Cook sets Elizabeth Price. It'll be an attacking error on Elizabeth Price. Cook to Jordan Chesser. Chesser with her 10th. She ties her season high. Done it against North Greenville, done it against Lynn. Another point for the Sharks. 13-10. Chesser with another clean serve. Block attempt by Price and Landrum. It sneaks through. Chesser with that ace. She becomes the 5th Shark with an ace. (13-11). Pyatt to the floor. Now Stockman hits. Last touch by a Spartan wouldn't have mattered. And for NSU, this is match point. Alina Kennel in service. Landrum stops it at the net. Spartans have to reset things here. Point to Tampa. Sharks trying to hand the Spartans their first loss of the season. Cook to Price, having to adjust mid-flight. Kept alive by Pyatt. Now Price gets another chance, and she is denied. Mackenzie Dufresne with the block. In on as well, Tess Schrenger. Timeout by.
You can get an MBA, or you can learn to master more than business. You can become a teacher, or an inspiration to future generations. And you can study medicine, or you can prepare to revolutionize it. With programs that offer a fast track to graduation, vast industry and alumni connections, and affordable tuition, NSU Sharks will always have the edge. Nova Southeastern University. Prepare to dominate.
Oh, after the timeout by Coach Anger, Sharks need one. 14-13. Claudia Rivera in service. Price hits. Avery Pyatt made a reaction call. That very well might have fallen off of Spartan defender. 14-14. High arcing serve goes to Kennel. Cook sets Landrum. Kept alive. Hurry time as Zeppet with the great effort. Price hits. Tipped up by Perez. Kennel with the dig. Tampa resets things here. The Sharks go on the attack. Landrum with the hit. Nothing doing. Point alive for both sides. Price changes things up. A little less pace on that one. Timeout called by Tampa. So the Sharks in the advantage through the attack error by Natalie Perez. It's Elizabeth Price in service. 15-14 NSU. Perez on the attack again. And she finds some free space just beyond Alina Kennel. 15 all. Haley Dillon back out on the floor. Schrenger, Dillon, and Dufresne up front. JJ Ramirez, Emily No, and Claudia Rivera for Tampa. And it's Tess Schrenger with the kill. And that will force the Shark bench to call a timeout. So the Sharks call a timeout, trying to draw up a play to pull even once again. The number one team in the nation with the lead, 16-15, and Emily No in service. Goes to Elizabeth Price. Landrum on the runner. At the net. This is sent down by Dufresne. They'll try to set it up again. Tampa being the aggressors here with the lead. Mahasevic with the denial. $16 all. Brooksbank in service. No. Setting Schrenger. Last touched by a Spartan. Point Sharks. Brooksbank looking for the ender. It's Dufresne with the hit. Sharks get the chance. Mahasevic with the capper. Kate Mahasevic with a career performance, and the Sharks pull off the upset here in the Shark Tank against the number one ranked University of Tampa Spartans. Their first loss of 2022. NSU has won 3 in a row and a statement win in the Anger era. This has been Josh Leatherman on the call. The final score in set number 5, 18-16 Sharks.
Court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. the home of Division II college sports.